Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new series here in the channel. My name is Ryan. Today we are playing a game called Hydroneer. This game is a gold mining simulator and basically you dig for gold and other resources and turn it into profit. You can forge weapons and jewelries from the resources that you get. There's also base building and automation in the game, which is pretty cool. If you are interested in this game, I will leave a link down in the description box below. And with all that being said, let's get started. Okay, here we are, and we are starting out here in Hydroneer, and we have a small plot of land to mine. And right now we have a bucket, a pan, because we are going to be panning for gold, and we have a shovel right here at the light post. We're going to grab the shovel, and the whole entire game is about mining. So the first thing we have to do is put put dirt inside this bucket. So we will have to dig down. There we go. Perfect. And we are going to grab the bucket. We are going to drop it inside the pan, and we'll take the brush and move it out of the way. Perfect. And we are going to drop it in the river to get some water. Now we will use the brush to brush off the dirt, and there we go, one big nugget. Oh, actually there's two big nuggets. There we go, and that's how we are going to get our gold. So the first part of the game is most likely going to be shoveling dirt inside the bucket and just doing it over and over again. It's a little tedious, but we have to start somewhere. There we go. And all we have to do is rinse and repeat. There we go. Perfect. We didn't get anything out of that clean out. There we go. And in this game, the deeper you dig, it says on the bottom left, dig dirt into bucket and pour into pan. The deeper you dig, the better the resources. So I think the bigger nuggets in the game will be at the bottom of each land. And there we go. Perfect. Oh, I think we got one from that previous clean out. Oh, we have a small gold nugget right here. Okay, so we are just gonna brush the dirt. Perfect. Oh, that's another big gold nugget. There we go. Now let's take a look at the map. So here's the map, and as you can see, we are here at, I believe, Ember Cradle, where the blue mark is, and there are 3 other parcel locations that we can buy. There's also different jeweler. There's 2 of them inside the map. Equipment store, there are 2 of them as well, and 2 stock markets. So 2 of each, and we have 3 other land to explore. But for now, we are going to be settling here in small land of ours, and we are going to mine this until we can get enough money to get some automation into our land. So we're going to grab the bucket, and we are just going to be keep digging until we can afford some upgrades. There we go. Perfect. And we are going to drop it here. There we go. Perfect. And then we are going to grab the brush and brush the dirt off. Okay, so as you can see, we got ourselves an uncut sapphire, and this one will be used to make other like rings and necklaces. So we're going to hold on to this. Actually, we don't need it yet, so I think it would be best for us to sell it for now because we don't really have any use for it. There we go. There we go. And we are just gonna keep digging. Okay, there we go. And if you're wondering why there are 2 dots in your in front of you, because if you take a look, the blue one right in the middle is where your center point is, where you can actually highlight and pick up items, and the green dot is where the item you are holding is going to fall. So if you take a look at our shovel, there's a green dot at the very bottom, and if you drop it, it will drop where exactly the green dot is. And if you grab the brush, it's the same thing. There we go. It drops where the green dot is. So it's kind of confusing for first time players, and I just want to let you guys know about it. And pretty much everything applies to anything that have that you're able to drop. So like this bucket right here, I'm not really putting the blue onto the pan. I have the green dot because that's where the dirt is gonna fall. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let's get some water. There we go. Perfect. I think this might be enough. So let's head over to the jeweler and let's sell the gold that we've got. There is a shop right here where we can get basic stuff. We are going to stop by on the way back when we sell our gold. And the jeweler is going to be right up here. You can just drop it off onto the table and we get 86 coins. And we've got ourselves some hydro coins, and this is the main currency of the game. And if we take a look right here, we have a castle, and this place is a stock market. And as you can see, there are various items that you can craft and forge. You have the first one is a dagger, the second one is an axe, the third one is a sword. You can also make rings and necklaces. And as you can see, all of the prices now are down. So this is helpful when you are selling your forged weapons and jewelry. But you can either sell it over at the jeweler or the stock market, or whichever will pay more. And if the jeweler, I would usually check the stock market first and see what is up. And then if the things that I forged and made is down, I would usually go for the jeweler because the jeweler will sell a little bit more. The margin's not that high, but it depends how much of gold you have onto the item that you made. I think it makes a difference. But for small time gold bars or necklaces or rings, I think it would only probably like 50 or 100 coins difference. But yeah, so here we are at the shop. We are going to be buying our first upgrade, and that's going to be a shovel. We're going to grab a shovel. So for 78 coins, we can buy ourselves a shovel. Now we have 8 coins. The reason why I'm buying a shovel early in the game is because if you use this shovel right here, it will take you 4 times to fill up a bucket. But with this shovel, the improved shovel, you can only do it twice. So 1 and 2. There we go. Perfect. Now you fill the bucket and you kind of cover a lot more dirt, or you kind of like dig more dirt out of the parcel. So there we go. We're going to drop it into the pan and drop it into the water. Perfect. There we go. We've got a small and a big chunk of gold, which is good. Now I'm going to the shop and I'm going to buy a couple of buckets. Let's actually grab this one right here because I'm going to put it the way, there we go. The way when we first saw it. It's going to be next to the light post. We're going to buy a couple of buckets. I'm going to grab 3 of them. There we go. Oh, there we go. Perfect. And I'm just going to take this back to our parcel. Okay, so I've got all 3 buckets in our land, and there is no inventory system in this game. So it's kind of like, I'm probably going to compare this to one of the games that I used to play, Gold Rush, where you mine for gold. But this is more of a casual way of mining. And it kind of gets into, it gets a little bit complicated when we get to automation because there's just a lot of things that you would have to take into account. There we go. But for now, we're going to be sticking to shoveling dirt onto our buckets. There we go. And as you can see, we are getting a lot of dirt underneath, and hopefully it will give us a good amount of gold. There we go. We've got a gem. Perfect. So just rinse and repeat. That's pretty much the early game of Hydroneer. There we go. And I'm sorry about my dog barking outside. There we go. Perfect. Grab the pin into the water. There we go. There we go. So we are getting big chunks of gold in this part right here. And also, let's see, the sun is going down, so I'll try to get a bed as fast as I can, because that will skip time, so we don't have to spend our digging days in the dark. Okay, so that is full, that is full. And let's take one more. Perfect. I'm just probably gonna dig a tunnel all the way down and get the big gold underneath. There we go. And we're just gonna pan for gold until we can get ourselves some pipes, because the first thing I want to do is to automate water, so I don't have to drop the pan over and over in the river just to get water. So that is our first goal. Perfect. Okay, I think I've got enough gold to sell. Let me grab this little rocks right here. This are iron ore. You will use this to create and forge weapons, and we can sell those to the stock market or the jeweler. But for now, let's sell the gold, all the resources that we got in our pen, so we can buy ourselves a bed and we can skip time so we don't have to work through the dark. We are just going to drop this off right here. Perfect. So with that amount, we've got ourselves 154 coins. There we go. We'll grab it. Perfect. Put that in the pen. And we are going to head back to the shop. I'm just going to drop off the pen back to our land. And we're going to head back to the shop with our money. And once we get the bed, we're going to sleep and start working again the next day. Perfect. Also, you have a lantern right here. You can use that. But I prefer not to, because I mean it offers little light. And also, if you have any other coins lying around, you can add it by dropping it on top of any pile of coins that you have. There we go. And we're just going to drop it off back. Perfect. We're going to buy a bed. Perfect. For 43 coins. Okay, let's head back to the land, and we are going to put this right here. Perfect. There we go. Rotate it. Okay, so we're gonna sleep and skip some time. There we go. It is now the next day, and that's how easy it is to skip some time. Okay, so we're gonna head back to digging, and I want to get some automation going. The first thing we're gonna be doing is automating water, so I think we could set up right here, since we already started on this side of the land. So I'm just gonna keep digging. Hopefully we can make, or we can get a lot of gold at the very bottom of this land. There we go. Perfect. It looks like we have a decent amount of gold in our pen, so we're gonna head back to the jeweler, sell all this, and I think hopefully that we have enough money to automate water. And I think that is the first step that we need to do. And pretty much once you get into automation, it gets a lot easier. It's just a little tedious in early game, but there we go. All is good. Perfect. So we got 200 coins, and I think we'll still have about 100 coins in our shop, or in the bucket inside the shop. Parkour. There we go. Okay. So we have 116. We're gonna add that. Perfect. And we're gonna have a grand total of 320 coins. Okay, so I'll put the pen back, and now I think we have enough money to automate water, and that's one process off of our list, and it should be a lot easier from here on out. So first thing we're gonna get an intake pipe, perfect, for 36 coins, and we are just gonna get a valve for 22 coins and a bunch of the straight pipes. Do that, do that, and I think we're gonna grab one more. I think that should be enough. 124 coins, perfect. And as I mentioned, that there is no inventory system, and it's gonna be hard to move things around one by one, and that's where this truck will come in handy. Oh, okay. So the truck is yours for you to use early in the game, because it gets a little grindy later in the game, because if you are building a massive mining factory or facility, it will just get hard to transport all those things that you bought from the shop. So we're gonna drop this off onto the back of the truck. Perfect. There we go. And the pipes. There we go. Oh, and there we go. Perfect. One more. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's drive this truck onto our land, and we're gonna start setting up. Perfect. That actually saves us a lot of time, so we don't have to go back and forth multiple times getting all these pipes. So let's get to the water. And okay, so as you can see, there is water right here. I think that's a good place to start. And there we go, we got water. We are gonna grab the valve. Perfect. And it stops, and you just press this, and the water should start flowing again. So we'll turn that off. We're just gonna attach the rest of the pipes. There we go. We might need a couple more, I'm not sure, but we will see. Perfect. And there we go. I think we need one more. I'm gonna go get one more, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I've got the last pipe, and we got an extra one because it will come up short. Now we are on a flat ground, and this is pretty much the setup we are going to be using early in the game. We have a pipe that is taking water in, and we put a valve so we can turn it on and off. Also, I've put some dirt onto our buckets so I can show you that things get a little easier once you progress into the game. So we're going to turn on the valve. Perfect. Now, as you can see, we have automated water. It will make our life a lot easier mining. So all we have to do is just drop this onto the pipe, the pan. Grab the, nope, not the shovel, grab the brush, and just brush it all off. Perfect. Okay, we've got some good nuggets right there. As you can see, water is just flowing through. We don't have to drop the pan over and over again onto the river. All we have to do is dig up some dirt, put it in the bucket, and put it in the pan. And that's how you do it, boys and girls. There we go. Perfect. Okay, there we go. We didn't get much, but that is basically how you're going to be doing here in Hydroneer. You're just going to be grinding and building a huge, hopefully later in the game we can build a huge mining facility. So guys, we're going to end this episode here for now. If you would like to see more episodes of Hydroneer, leave a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you all until the next one.